this is likely going to be my shortest project pan update I've ever done because the numbers are dwindling. I'm working my way through these products. I have great progress to share, so I'm just going to jump in. I do have 2 empties, which is awesome. I wanted to give a quick disclaimer. The difference between last update and this update's photos is about 2 months worth of progress, almost exactly 2 months. Let's start with the quad from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm trying to pan this pillow top quad, and I did finish the first 2 eyeshadows I think in my last update, and then I'm slowly working my way through these 2 matte shadows. I will put the amount of times I've used each of the shadows since my last update. I've used them both 24 times. I kind of just used both of them at the same time. The pink matte in the crease and then the brown to deepen up the outer corner or to put all over the lid depending on the look I'm going for. In the before and after photos, I am so surprised. 24 uses. I used each of those 24 uses. I don't think it looks like it. Yes, the pans have expanded, but geez, there is so much product in here. These are more tightly pressed, so that's part of it, but my goodness, 24 uses each, and it doesn't even look like it. I think I'm gonna have to use each of these like 50 times before they're finished, or at least almost finished. So trucking along, went through 0.3 grams of product in the last 2 months or so. I had mentioned briefly that I might take out the products and press them into larger pans and use them like as a blush and bronzer. I don't think I'm gonna do that just yet. I might revisit that possibility next month depending on how much progress I've made. But these are fine shades to kind of build the majority of the looks that I wear on a regular basis. I do have it in my crease and outer third today, and usually I just add a fun shimmer or a fun color that I've been wanting to reach for in addition to these 2 shades. So it's fine for now. I am a little eager to get this done. I've been actively panning this for 7 months now. I did not think a quad would take this long, but here we are. Moving along to my other Charlotte Tilbury products, I do have a highlighter from the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Duo, and I had finished the bronzer forever ago, and I was actively working towards panning the highlighter, and I've gone through 1.17 grams. The pan has definitely gotten much bigger. I'm getting to a point now where I have to sort of dig with my brush in order to get enough product. I potentially might crush it up and put it into another container and just use it as a loose highlight until it's finished, but I think I'm going to try to wait until the very last minute to do that, until there really isn't that much left kind of just in the corners. And I might even just use the back of my brush to scrape off a little bit and then use that each time. Actually, that's likely what I'm going to do. Yeah. This is a beautiful highlighter. I am wearing it today. I just really like it. It's very subtle. It's easy to just put a little bit on and have like a really beautiful glow. Really, really excited though to have this out of my collection, and I'll definitely be keeping the packaging and repurposing it for something else. An empty. This one I wasn't surprised. I assumed that I would be able to finish the contour one from Charlotte Tilbury. There wasn't a lot left in there. I think it took maybe another 2 or 3 weeks worth of use to finish, and I went through 0.73 grams. This is a very big accomplishment. Let me see if I have the numbers. Of course I do. Of course I have the numbers. This took me 178 uses to finish. So if you were to wear this every day, it would take you almost 6 months to go through if you used it every single day. So that's good. Makes me feel like even though this is an expensive product, you do get a lot of use out of it. It's still $38 though, so I don't know. One thing I did end up liking about this, I don't remember if I mentioned this in my last update, but now that I've gotten a little bit more sun, it probably doesn't look like it to you, but I definitely have, my freckles on my face have kind of come back. And if I took a little bit of this like on the bottom of my sponge, like just a little bit like from the back of my hand, and put it on top, it would almost add a little bit of color back to those freckles in particular. Like I would, after I had my foundation on and everything, using that on top of them would sort of just bring them back a little bit and make them a little bit more noticeable. And as a result of that, it gave me a more fresh, more natural look on my cheeks, which I always love. By the time I figured out that that's what this could do, I was already almost done with it. I don't think I would necessarily repurchase it just for that reason, but I might try to use that with my other cream, bronzer, and contour products. And if you have freckles and or beauty marks that you'd like to bring back after you've canceled them out with foundation or concealer, maybe try that trick, see if it works for you. This one is almost done, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, so I'm glad it's almost done. It's the ColourPop No Filter Setting Mist, I didn't really mind it for the majority of the time I was using it, but I think because it's so hot right now and I do get really oily, I get really greasy very easily, and so I just find that this is not cutting it. It almost adds like weight to my makeup. Like sometimes I can feel it on my face when I apply this. So I'm gonna try it out a few more times. If I really don't like it though, I'm not gonna force myself to do it. I don't hate pan things. And so if it gets to that point where I really can't handle it, I'll just wait until the colder months come again and maybe try to revisit this next in the winter, like the late fall winter time, and hopefully get it done by the end of the year. But I don't need to make myself be uncomfortable or not like the makeup process, especially something that goes all over my face. Like that could quickly ruin the entire face, right? So yeah, I went through 31.26 grams. I am so close to being done, and so hopefully I can finish it and have this empty soon, but I'm not gonna make it an unpleasant experience in order to do that. The last product is also an empty, and that is the Brightening Youth Glow Color Correcting Glow Primer from Charlotte Tilbury. I went through 5.51 grams of this, and for reference, this took 138 uses to finish, and I ended up really liking this. I think I talked about it in, not my last update, but the update before that I actually really loved how this feels and the texture of it and even the scent. Like I just really like it, and I find that the other Charlotte Tilbury primer I have, the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer, this one has a little bit more of like a golden tint to it obviously, but the formula, how it feels, the finish, the scent is very, very similar to this one. So I am glad to have this in my collection because I actually grew to really, really like this one. So 2 empties, 3, technically 4 products to go because each eyeshadow I count as its own thing. And I'm not gonna add any more. I'm just going to work through these products, and then once I'm finished with them, that's the end of the project pan. And really quickly, in the last 2 months, I've gone through 38.97 grams. The vast majority of those grams are from the setting spray, but that's still exciting. I still like looking at that number. I think last time I did an update, it was around 20 grams. I'm going to estimate that it'll take likely 2 or 3 more updates, monthly updates, to finish the rest of the products. And then I'm not sure what my next step will be project pan wise. I think I'm just gonna let myself figure that out when I get there. I have been missing the Partners in Cream project pan. I watch everybody's updates and I loved being a part of it, and I kind of wish that I had joined it this year. I might do that again next year if they bring it back. But I might also squeak in a smaller short-term project pan for the rest of the year, depending on what mood I'm in. If you have any recommendations or like a new type of project pan that you would like to see, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. But that's everything. I hope you enjoyed my short project pan update. I hope to have a couple more videos out to you soon. I'm a little behind on my filming schedule, and so you're gonna be seeing some more videos from me to kind of catch up for that. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.